What's up, everybody? Jason Moss here. Just wanted to make a SEO audit video for you guys. I had this post in the group here, who needs a free SEO audit, and someone responded. Andrew responded with his website, which is selltomanatee.com, which I'm going to be looking at here and kind of going over what I see instantly right off the bat. It's like a quick audit. The first things I see without even deep diving into it. These are things that you can copy yourself. Okay, you can go and look at your website. You can ask the same questions, and you can instantly do them and make a quick check to see if your SEO is good or not. I mean, there's a you can go deep into the SEO rabbit hole, but these are the first things I just really quickly look at to see if things are good or bad. Okay, so the main things that I always focus on are: one is your branded SEO. Are you ranking for your brand name? Okay, how does that look when that search is done? All right. The second thing is your on-page SEO. So that is anything that has to do with the website itself: page titles, tags, duplicate pages, keyword cannibalization, things like that, right? The third thing is off-page SEO. So that has to do with every other website that could be talking about you and backlinking to your website or mentioning you: press releases, social sites, citations, directories, things like that, local blogs, okay? All that good stuff, right? So let's quickly take a look. His website is selltomanatee.com. So it is a branded website. Manatee is the name of his business. You do have sell in the domain name, which is somewhat of a helpful thing, because a lot of times your main keyword that you're going after is like sell my house fast. So sell is in the domain name, and you're kind of telling people what you're doing. Okay, you're trying to buy their house, trying to get them to sell to you. All right, but let's go and look. This guy is in Bradenton, I believe. Okay, so NAP is not on the website. I'm trying to find where his company is. Our company, maybe it's on the contact page. Okay, Sarasota. All right, so let's go, not to that, to this. And let's change our location to Sarasota, Florida, so it's most accurate. And we're going to go to Google, and we're going to type sell to Manatee. All right. So we type in sell to Manatee, which actually his brand name is Manatee. Let's move this over here real quick, and let's take a look at what we see. So his website does rank #1 for sell to Manatee, which is what you always want. He has the GBP pop up over here on the right hand side, which of course is what we want. He is using a keyword in the GBP name, which is kind of a little hack. Sometimes you can get in trouble for it, but I run the risk on it, because if you do have an actual address, you can always get it back. Okay, so you do have that. 11 Google reviews, which is great. Doing some Google post, which is good as well. Have a description here. A lot of this looks very good. I mean, good amount of pictures in here also, so I like that. Okay, so nothing to really be mean about there. Okay, let's move this back. All right, so we got Sell to Manatee, the website. We have another page of the website ranking, and then we have his Facebook. We have this other company here, Florida Sell Now, and then this here, realtor listing, cash for land, Florida, offer pad. None of that stuff is him. Okay, you are searching the actual name of the company, right? Sell to Manatee, selltomanatee.com, right? You want this entire top 10, all 10 results to be you, all right? So there's definitely some things to work on with the branding, but that's always the first thing you want to look at. Make sure your location is set right. Do a search for your brand name. Do all 10 results, are they yours? Is it your Facebook account? Is it your Instagram, your X? Is it like your Yelp account? Is it your Manta account? Is it your trusted REI showing up here? You want all 10 of these results to be you. An easy way to do that is a press release. A lot of times you can do a press release and easily get one of those articles to rank for your brand name. Okay, so we only are taking up 3 of the spots here, so we definitely want more. Okay, so that's the first thing I always check out with the branded SEO. But the GBP looks good. I'm not taking a super deep dive into it. One thing here, real estate agency is the main category that you have listed. I don't know if that's correct. I don't think you do any kind of agency things. A lot of times, real estate consultant is the category that you want. But once again, I'd have to look a little deeper. But usually, it's real estate consultant for the main category. Okay. Now let's go take a look at the on page. And actually, let me talk about the off page real quick. I'm not even going to show this on camera because there's just not a whole lot of links for this website. I already looked it up on Ahrefs. I know there's so many on-page things I want to talk about here. The off-page definitely needs backlinks. It needs press releases. It needs your geo-relevant links. It needs your niche-relevant links. There's not much going on with the backlinks to this site. Okay, so that is something that needs to be worked on, but I'm not going to focus on it here. Okay, the on-page SEO is what I want to focus on because when I come to this website, all right, and let me move this a little bit. When I come to this website, I see Manatee, it's a cool logo. It's very memorable. Don't see much of that around here, especially like where I am in St. Louis. Obviously, it's more common down in Sarasota and Bradenton. Manatees are floating around everywhere. I saw some earlier this year when I was down there, which was pretty cool. But it's very memorable. And you can see on this homepage, he's trying to rank for Bradenton, Florida. Okay. Now, you have all these keywords like sell my house fast Bradenton, we buy houses Bradenton. The page title is sell my house fast Bradenton, Florida, and we buy houses Bradenton. Actually, we can look at this. Where is it? Okay. So you can see the title, trying to definitely rank for your money keywords, Bradenton, Florida keywords. And headers on this page, okay. This is SEO Meta in one click. That is a Chrome extension. You can go get it yourself. SEO Meta in one click makes it real easy to see things at a top view glance. All right. Here's the thing: you only want one H1 on every single page. Okay, and the H1 should be your main keyword. All right. So you have an H1 here. Get a cash offer for your home today. Now that doesn't say anything about Bradenton. Okay, it does have cash offer, your home in there. Okay, which is fine, but you want it to be your main keyword. Sell my house fast Bradenton, okay, or whatever it is. And then you have another H1 down here, will buy your Bradenton, Florida property this week, which is kind of like a partial match. You do have we and buy and Bradenton, Florida and property in there, but you really want it to be exact. So like we buy houses Bradenton, you want it to be exact as possible. And then down here in the H2, you have sell my house fast in Bradenton, right? And you have some other keywords in there as well. But you really want just one H1 and you want it to be your main keyword. So this definitely has to be fixed. Page title is fine, is good, if you're wanting this homepage to be about Bradenton. Now, personally, I would not set it up that way, okay? Because I want the homepage to be all about the brand. I want it to be about Manatee, all right? And then I want city pages ranking for Bradenton and Sarasota and all the different areas, okay? That's how I personally like to do it, okay? Now, you can go this route. You can rank it for Bradenton on the homepage, but I'm going to show you why it's not working for you, okay? Also, on this homepage, you mentioned Northern Michigan, Gaylord, and Otsego County. That is a big no-no, okay? These people that are in Bradenton or Sarasota and seeing this Northern Michigan stuff, like they don't care, okay? It doesn't make sense. If I was in Bradenton, I would be like, "What? This is weird, right? Like, why is he dabbling in Michigan and Gaylord County when I'm in Bradenton? And this is like a Bradenton Sarasota website. Like, doesn't make sense to me. There's other ways of doing that. Okay. Also, a lot of this stuff is stock content from Carrot, like this stuff right here. I know these websites front and back. This is all stock content. Like, it's got to be changed. All right. And you can easily do that nowadays with AI. It makes it so easy, guys. And Carrot even has it built in. They have AI built in to where you can go, you can highlight a paragraph and say change with AI, and it'll just swap it out. So there's no excuse anymore to have the stock content. You gotta get rid of it. Okay. Um, let's see here. You mentioned the Michigan stuff down here as well. All right. So here's the big no-no on this page. All right. First off, I don't see any pictures of yourself. Okay. You want to sell the person on who they're going to be doing business with. They want to see a face. I think you had it over on our company page. Okay, you do. All right. That's great. A casual picture as well is great to see. But dude, put it on the homepage. Like, people want to know who they're working with. They don't want to go digging around to figure it out. They want to see a face on here. It converts so much better when you have a face. All right. But here's the big no-no. You're trying to rank for Bradenton keywords on the home page. All right. However, if you come on down here, you're going to see a bunch of city pages that you have. All right. And first thing I see is the Bradenton page. Now we go over to the Bradenton page, and what do we have? We'll buy your Bradenton, Florida property. Okay. I need to sell my house fast in Bradenton. We buy houses in Bradenton. So now you have two pages on your website, the home page and this page, the Bradenton page, that are both trying to rank for Bradenton keywords. Okay. How does Google know which one you want to show? Okay. How does Google know which one to show to someone searching? Right? You got two pages that are trying to rank for the same keywords. All right. This is classic keyword cannibalization, or we could also call it like competing pages. These pages are competing for the same exact set of keywords. All right. It's confusion. It's confusion for the person searching. It's confusion for Google, the robot, the crawler, the spider, to know which page to show. Okay. Also, like, now you have two linking targets. Like, you're trying to get backlinks to your website. Well, are you going to backlink to the home page, or are you going to backlink to this city page? Now you have two spots you have to backlink to. And that really doesn't make sense. You know, your traffic's going all over the place. All right. This is what I see all the time on these Carrot websites. And actually, I shouldn't say that, because it's not just Carrot websites, it's all websites. All right. You're building way too many pages, and you don't have a focus on one set of keywords for one page. You can't have these competing pages. All right. So those two are killing each other. All right. But I was digging even further. All right. Now down here, you also have Bradenton Beach. Now I know that might be a little bit of a different area, but it's probably too closely related. I have to dig into it more to see if it even makes sense to have Bradenton Beach, but it scares me just even seeing it. All right, because it's too closely related. All right. But then down here in the footer, okay, I'm looking even further. Now you have a locations page, which has Bradenton on it. So I click on that, and we basically have Bradenton, Florida. Oh, look, isn't this a keyword you're trying to rank for on these other pages? We buy houses Bradenton, Florida. We buy houses in Bradenton. Now you have all the Bradenton zip codes. All right, we buy houses in all zip codes. Sell my house fast in Bradenton. So now you have three pages. Okay, now you have three pages that are all trying to rank for the Bradenton keywords. All right, so this got me thinking, I bet there's more going on. This is another tool. You can use it free. It's called Screaming Frog. You can do up to 500 URLs on each website for free. But I went in here, and you just drop in the website, and it's going to pull all your pages. So you can kind of see a lot of different stuff. All the pages, page titles at a glance. Like, there's a lot of stuff Screaming Frog does. Okay. But I wanted to see what's going on. So I searched Bradenton, right? So we have this page. We have that beach page. We have these property ones, which these are probably fine. I didn't really even go and look at it. I'll look at that here in a second. But then we have locations page. Actually, I want to look at that one real quick. And then we, of course, we have blogs. Now this is where it gets even crazier because now we have blogs that are, we will give you a fair price for your Bradenton area home. Sell a house with cracked foundation. Yes, we are talking about cracked foundations, but in Bradenton. All right. This one, we buy ugly houses in Bradenton and Sarasota. Like all of these pages are talking about Bradenton, and you have all these other pages that you're trying to rank for in Bradenton, including the home page. So you have the home page, you have this page. We won't even count the Bradenton Beach page. We have this locations page, and then we have these blogs. Like it's so much confusion, right? Google doesn't know what to do, and that's why they're not going to rank this. Even if you have the backlinks, it's going to be tough to rank for those Bradenton keywords because you have too much confusion going on. Okay. Okay, that's that locations page. Yeah, and then those are the properties. Okay, that makes sense. So that's the problem with this. All right, you have too much keyword competing pages going on, keyword cannibalization going on. I believe you're even doing it on some of these other pages as well. I'd have to look even closer, like Cortez. Let's just look up Cortez real quick. Okay, there's only one page for Cortez. So maybe you're not doing it on your other pages. I'd have to keep looking. Like I said, this is just a real quick one. You do have these Michigan pages down here, which it's tough. Those are always going to be tough to rank because Google knows that you're a Sarasota, Bradenton business. Like it's in your domain name, it's in your name, address, phone number, like, and then you're trying to rank for Michigan stuff. It's just kind of weird. Okay, I don't think those will ever get any kind of traction. All right. But yeah, you definitely have keyword cannibalization going on, competing pages. It's really going to be tough to rank for anything on this website, even if you have the backlinks, because you're sucking the life out of it with multiple pages targeting the same keywords. And I haven't even really looked that deep. There might be other stuff going on with the website. I haven't even looked at like schema code, the name, address, phone number. This does link over to your Google. You do have this embedded, which is great. That is something that I teach all the time. So I do love that. That's super great to have. But the keyword cannibalization has to be fixed. Before you can rank for these keywords, that has to be fixed. So hopefully this is helpful. If you have questions about it, let me know. I'm always here to help. But this was just a quick overview audit. Hopefully some people got some insights out of this. You can go and you check your website itself. That tool, once again, was Screaming Frog. If you ever want to download that, it's a free download. You can pay for a license if you want to get more URLs to crawl, but most people, you can use the free version and still get the benefits out of it. But hopefully this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.